Under Part L 2006, we assumed that, let's say for example, we had two mid-terraced houses, that heat flowed from one to the other equally, and we didn't lose any heat from the party wall, or the separating wall between the two of them. However, following a study that was commissioned on some new build party walls, it was found that if you had a party wall that was completely empty and it wasn't sealed, that there is a lot of heat loss from that party wall. It was found that heat seeped through into the cavity and then rose out of the cavity and into the loft and escaped. That meant that the U value for an unfilled and unsealed party wall was in the region of 0.5 to 0.63, and that's a huge amount of heat loss that we weren't taking any account of under Part L 2006. So, under Part L 2010, we now have to assess the heat loss from a party wall. Under Part L 2010, any party wall or separating wall must achieve a U value of 0.2 or less. Now, this isn't like a normal U value calculation where we can change the type of blockwork you're using or the amount of insulation or the type of insulation to influence the U value. We effectively have three drop-down options that we can choose to achieve a U value of 0.2. Now, the first option is to seal the party wall, and this is to make sure that no air can flow in or out of that party wall. And if you do that, that gives you a U value of 0.2 and complies with building regs. You could also use a solid party wall. Solid party wall obviously has no cavity, so therefore there's nowhere for the heat to escape to and rise out of. That gives you a U value of 0, so there's no heat loss from your party wall. And the third and final option is to seal the party wall, but also to fully fill it with insulation, and that gives you a U value of 0 as well. So what's really important here is to establish, well, what is a fully filled party wall? The definition effectively states that to be fully filled, we need to ensure that there are no paths from which air can flow from the bottom of the cavity to the top, and also escape from any of the flanking walls that adjoin the party wall. Provided this definition is adhered to, then we can consider the party wall to be fully filled. When SAT works out what your target emission rate is going to be, it assumes that if you've got a party wall, that party wall will achieve 0. This means that if you are going to build a party wall that has a U value of 0.2, you're going to be, in effect, penalised. This has a very, very big impact on the calculation, so it really is important to aim for a U value of 0 for your party wall. It's still possible to comply with the requirements of Part E whilst fully filling your cavity. Robust Details lists several options that will meet the requirements of Part E using a fully filled cavity. Alternatively, you can use acoustic testing to ensure the requirements of Part E are met.